changed by this voice at some level. And I heard her rehearsing. The only song worth singing is I Love You.
Yes.
And I said, wow. And I said to myself, I said, what is the thing that's so worth it that I would give my life for? What is it that that is so vital? It sort of reminds me of the song, I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that might be the only thing to know. What is it that you know that is for certain, is for sure, and you won't be shy about it to give it, because it is so upfront and vital for you that you would just give your all to do it and to be it. And I just want to talk about a few things because of Laura's song that triggered me. You guys always trigger me, you know. You just trigger me to heights unknown when I say that. And I want to say that this world is calling for radical love ambassadors.
Yes.
And I think you all qualify.
Yes.
This world is requiring and calling for people that are willing to just coin a phrase, to lay down their lives for, and not be ashamed to love. I'm so sure about this that I've seen what it can do. I've seen what your love can do. I've seen how it heals, it consoles, it uplifts, it inspires, it provides. And I say to myself, why are we not doing more of it? But we are. And guess what? It's not on the evening news. Wouldn't it be great to have the breaking news be, oh my God, these people in Orange County, they are loving so much. Man. You just got to come and see this. You got to come see what they're doing. It's changing things as opposed to the other things getting press. Because I think we are the norm.
Yes.
We're not going to be on CNN, I'm sorry. But that's okay. But we are the norm. And I'm going to ask you to not be ashamed to give this love.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to not be bashful, I was thinking this week, I'm going to, as much as I can, and I'm going to make it my point to do at least, since it's the 30th anniversary of Agape, at least 30 acts of love. But I think I want to do it anonymously. Do like a love drive-by. And nobody will know who did it. I usually get my kids to do it, and I make them promise that they won't tell anybody. And I say, I want you to start with your parents. And if they're real young, I ask them to only do it with your family. But I want you to do at least 30 acts of love anonymously.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, just go over the top with it. And I would tell the kids, I said, I want you to write a love note and put it under your mom and dad's pillow. And they're going to be, restless one night. They're not going to be able to get a good night's sleep, and they're going to have their hand under their pillow, and then there's your note, and then they're going to open it, and oh my God, I bet you they will get a good night's sleep after your love note. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I used to tell them, I said, I want you to sneak in the middle of the night and tape a love note on your parents' bathroom mirror. Just go all out, how much you love them and how much they've made a difference in your life. And I bet you they have a great day at work. I bet you they will. I want you to slip a love note in your dad's wallet, and he's going to be at the gas station. Oh, where's my card? And there's your note. I bet you he's going to have a good day. We can do this.
Yes.
We can do this, starting with our families. I want you to prove what Laura just saying. What's the only thing worth singing about? What's the only thing worth living about? And let's go do it.
Yes.
Embarrass yourself. I want you to really embarrass yourself. I want you to say, oh my God. But let's do this. At least 30. If you want to do 50, hallelujah. But at least 50 anonymous acts. I'm giving you all these ideas, but one day when your neighbor comes home, if you're okay with your neighbor, and they say, "Where's my trash can?" You've already put it back in their area. 50 acts, so I don't want to belabor that. You get that. But I would like you to be leading edge love ambassadors. You're just over the top.
Yes.
You just love so much till people just can't believe it. They're calling people. They're calling the news agencies. You got to come check this guy out. You got to come check this girl out. They're just unbelievably over the top. And so, one of the things that also triggered me this morning was your meditation song, and I'm going to forget the words, but it's how. Yeah, but I just love the words when she says, "It brings me to my knees. I surrender. I am free." And it's a good day when you can say that. It's an excellent day when you can say that. But I want to say that let's make it a practice of at least placing ourselves in a position where we're brought to our knees. We're so overwhelmed because it's out of the norm. How many times are you out of the norm? Are you out of the mundane? Are you out of the normal? I want you to be such ambassador. I want you to be such a love curator. That word comes to me. It's probably not the right word, but how often are you looking for love? And Reverend Michael does a great way of saying, when you look for it, you will definitely find it.
Yes.
How often are you looking for it? First of all, in your spouses, in your significant others, in your children. And when you look for it, you will definitely find it. You will definitely find it. And so, I want to get to my topic because I don't have all day, but you see, you guys trigger me and then I have to go on tangents. But I was thinking the other day, I work with a lot of children that are homeless or foster care. Recently, I was working with some children that are, quote unquote, in California, the state of California, once you reach 18, there's this amnesty law where they cut you off completely. And here's children in the midst of completing their high school, initially going to college, and they're completely cut off. And many times there's foster parents who cut these children off because they're not getting any money for them anymore. And so we got a lot of these children who now are on the streets. And so I work with an organization who finds them jobs, etc., etc. And I thought about it the other day because I warned them. I said, I'm a preacher, and I'm going to warn you guys too, that I'm not really going to be talking about God per se, but I'm going to be talking about what you possess. And within you, you possess so much more than hearts and lungs and veins and bones. We possess so much more. And I want you to begin to tap into that more. I want you to begin to tap into this possibility, this realm of potential. I want you to tap into that which is beyond the flesh and bones. I want you to tap into why you're here. You came here with something. And many times in our society, it's all about what we can get. But I want to flip it and share with you what you can give. And so I brought all that up to them because I wanted to convey to them that each and every one of you, you qualify. You qualify for the best that life can give. And I don't care what your background is. I don't care what your experience has been. I don't care what your circumstances has been. I don't care what your skin color. You qualify. And so it's something that really is personal to me, because I will go down the list with these little kids. You are a child of God. You are a beautiful emanation of the Most High. You are worthy. And I go through this list, but one of the things that I tell them, and I hope that you guys already know this, but there's nobody special. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to say it again. There's nobody special. We're all unique in the eyes of God. In other words, we all qualify. And one of the reasons why I say this is because I had a young woman in my office the other day, and the session was going along extremely fine, and then all of a sudden she stands up with tears in her eyes and she shouts at me and she says, "Reverend Leon," she goes, "when is it going to be my turn? When is it going to be my turn that I might have the man of my dreams, that I might have the family that I so desire? When is my turn?" And I took a breath and I said, "My dear, you're asking the wrong question." Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons why I said that is because I said there is no master distributor. In other words, dishing it out. In other words, dispenser, so to speak. Today is your turn. Next week will be your turn. Have faith. Your turn's coming. Let's see, over here, maybe we'll let you have your turn. There's no master dispenser. And so I took a breath and I just thought about that question, because many of us are asking that question. Where's my stuff? Mm-hmm. Where's my prosperity? Why are those guys always the lucky ones? When is my day gonna come? When will I hit the lottery? And so I thought about it and I said to her, I said, we're asking the wrong question. And the question we might want to entertain is, what must I become in order that I might awaken to what already exists, that I might wake up to see that there's possibilities beyond my five senses, there's possibilities beyond the diagnosis, there's possibilities beyond my circumstances, there's possibilities beyond my problems. You know, my father, whenever me and my brother would get into trouble or do something stupid, he would sit down and he would say, and he would ask the question that I ask God these days now. He would say, what is it that I'm missing? He said, now before I tear you apart, right? Give me more information on why you would do this. In other words, it's not personal. The universe is not personal. It's impersonable. And we make ourselves available to receive. The reading we're talking about, making ourselves available to be that perfect landing spot, what's already waiting for us. To become aware that we are worthy, to become aware that we qualify, to become aware that I am God's own beloved, whom God is well pleased. And that God loves me with an everlasting love. And that there have been no mistakes where you stand. There have been no mistakes where you sit. You are the perfect place for God to shine. So you qualify. When you look at the greatness list, when you look at that list, everything is checked under your name. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care where you come from. I don't care where you were born. I don't care. God is continuously saying, I love you and all that I have is yours. And see, here's the thing. I remember I was walking home one day to my apartment, and there was a little note under my door, and it said, we like your door. It was from a production company, right? We like your door. We want to come and film a television series in your home. And I'm thinking, wow. And I looked around and every door in the building was red, right? And I'm thinking, and so it keeps going. It says, but we only want your house. We only want your door. And I'm thinking, wow, this has to be a joke. So I called and they said, yes, and we want to pay you this amount of money. And I'm thinking, wow. Talk about unexpected. My prayer would have never been, well, I hope that somebody likes my door and they'll pay me for it. So they came and they brought about 100 people from this production company and they filmed a television series in my home and gave me a check for it. You qualify for unexpected good, unexpected joy, unexpected beauty, unexpected love, unexpected inspiration. You qualify regardless of who you are. You're worthy. You qualify. I think about my young nephew who's in Chicago. He's an amateur boxer, right? And he lives in the inner city in the midst of, you guys know what's happening in Chicago, all the killing, all the shootings. And here's my little nephew posting all these things on Facebook. Believe in yourself, believe in God, and he's boxing his way. And he's undefeated. And I called him because I've been so inspired by his inspiration out to everybody else. And I said, where's all this coming from? And I said, because I know his background. His father was killed when he was still in his mother's womb. Right in front of his mother, his father was killed by someone. And he says, Reverend Leon, he says, I never met my father, and I didn't know that, but I said, where's all this motivation and inspiration coming from? And he said, well, I'm motivated by God. And I was shocked because here's a young man who's really never been to church. He said, I'm motivated by my daughter, but he says, I'm motivated to prove that we are not our circumstances. Now, he said this to me. We are not our circumstances. We are not our experiences. We are not our problems. And he continues to win and win and win and win and win. You qualify. You qualify for the greatest that life has to give. You qualify for the very richness of life. You qualify. And so, one of the reasons why this so inspires and continues to inspire me is because there's a tendency to believe that there's power outside of ourselves. In other words, you are not that doctor's diagnosis is not the final word about you. That sentence from a judge or whoever is not the final word about you. That mistake you made is not the final word about you. You still continue to qualify for the greatest, for the best. And so when I look at my little nephew, who, when you look at all the things, I'm thinking to myself, what do you have to live for? And I hear from young people all the time, Reverend, I have nothing to live for. But then you get those young people that are saying, no, I am not that. I still qualify to be the champ. I still qualify to have the man and the woman of my dreams. I still qualify to live this great life. And I am that place for it. And so you have an all-access pass to all the greatness that life has for you. I'm going to say to you that the wait is over. I'm going to go back to my initial opening and say, the wait is over. The world needs you and I. Leo Buscaglia said this many, many years ago. He says, where are all the lovers? And he was referring to, why are we not in the news? Where are all the lovers? But I see them all the time. And I'm going to ask you to turn it up a notch. I'm going to ask you to turn it up a notch. And so you qualify. If God is omnipotent, all the power that there is, that's your power too. If God is omniscient, all the knowledge, all the knowledge that there is, that's your knowledge too. If God is omnipresent, everywhere present, then God is right where you are. You qualify. You qualify. You qualify just as you are. You qualify as a child of the Most High God. You qualify as the perfect place for God to shine. And so I look forward to being radical love ambassadors. I'm going to close with this because I was excited about joy-filled awakenings. I've decided to make joy my habitat. I decided to make joy my place of refuge. It rained about 2 weeks ago in LA. It normally never rains, right? And so my little dog doesn't like rain, right? So I said, should I walk him? And I said, are you kidding me? It hasn't rained in months. You're going to miss this opportunity? So I take him out in the midst of the rain, right? And I had so much fun playing in the rain. See, you Californians know what I'm talking about because, we rarely get rain. I had so much fun jumping in puddles. And at one point, I just did like this. And the traffic was stopped because of the rain, and they were looking at me like, this guy's crazy, he's nuts. But I decided that I would not let your favorite meteorologist or weather person decide how my day should go. I decided to be in the joy. Ricky and Reverend Michael wrote a song called Wake Thou That Sleepeth, and I could hear the choir singing. Be in the joy, be in the joy, wake thou that sleepeth now. I am your reason to praise. You are my blessed, my beloved. Be in the joy. joy always. And so I leave that with you. I ask you that you be in joy. And if you're not, that's your question. There's every reason why, because you qualify. And so it is. Thank you so much.